Ford Field in Detroit. It's the NFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. We'll see Aaron Rodgers and the Detroit Lions versus Cam Newton and the Chicago Bears.
This Lion fan base have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some... Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, and none other than Cam Newton.
And when he's at the top of his game, you see that big smile, that's when you know everything is clicking. That means he's accurate throwing the football. They can't get him down in the run game, and his team is having a whole lot of fun because when they score a touchdown, some fan's going to get lucky and get the game ball.
And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
25-yard line.
Newton to throw. And this one complete to Will Fuller.
Newton's pass.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Makes it 3rd and inches.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
He's brought
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
A gain of 3 on the play. And the Bears first down.
Now Newton on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Now 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Newton, that one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
Williams on the carry. Tackle made at his
defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At their 48.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton throwing the out route and complete. It's Fuller. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
2 yards. First down, Bears.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Fuller brings it in over the middle.
Newton
give him 9 there on the first down completion. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Newton. The open man is Westbrook. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Chicago.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up second.
Williams will try again. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. They'll look to run with Moss. And he pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going to run for it. It's Moss. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. So much for being intimidated on the road in the playoffs, right? That was a pretty clinical drive right there.
Yeah, they seem to come out with the attitude of, we don't deal with pressure. We create it on the other team. Just took it right down the field and stuffed it in the end zone.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
And you have to figure that this is a confident quarterback who gets the start here. Coming off of a victory in round 1, team doesn't have to travel. They get another home game here in the divisional round. And I know it sounds cliche, but playing at home, huge for a quarterback, huge for his team. They want to take advantage of it.
Well, throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. This pass into the arms of Snead. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
10 at the 46-yard line.
Rodgers now to throw. And he finds Howard complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Bears' 48.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he rifles it complete. Caught by Landry. And he'll go down at the 28.
Okay, I'm not so great at math. I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing, so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And he's going to have a Lions first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Sideline throw. That's caught by Landry. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7. And
again, it's Rodgers. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And 7.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Elliott. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, Lions nothing. Zane Gonzalez on for the field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially open the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24. Newton, incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. 7
yards to go.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
Seems to me that our friend Old Momentum, I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead. A field position changer there. 49 yards on the punt. Couple that with a loss on the return. And the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
Brings up 2nd.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, and he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 16 yards of 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
This is Elliott. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
At the 32-yard line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and now it's third down.
It's now third down. And
from the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this is caught at the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
First down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now Elliott. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense is going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
Oh, my, that's a heck of a tackle right there on third down because they had to swing it out to the back and hope that he could make a play. But let's face it, in order for him to be there and be in that position, in order to make that play, he had to read his keys and not be fooled. Excellent job in the open field.
So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort.
Chicago.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Malik Collins able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Second down.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Another try after the first down sack. Newton, and it's complete. He gets this one to Washington.
Newton's pass.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
From the gun, here's Newton. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kerry Hyder with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Returnable for Grant. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And out will come the offense as they take over. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. No running room for Zeke on first down as he'll maybe get a yard out of that.
The ball carrier.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Rodgers.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
9 yards to go.
To throw is Rodgers. On third down, they'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Up 2nd and 3 at the 11-yard line.
On 2nd down now. It's Elliott, and he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And that's going to be caught. Oh, one-handed grab there. He's got it for the touchdown. He's been a frequent target, and with catches like that, one-handed in the end zone, I'd keep going his way.
And he's doing it every which way, isn't he? 2 hands, and in this case, we just saw it with 1 hand. Almost reminds me of a great return of service guy in tennis. No matter how you whack it at it, it comes back at you. In this case, he just envelops it and brings it in.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Zane Gonzalez lining up for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Time for our players spotlight, and it focuses in here on Cam Newton. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
Now he'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards the pick up there. Got an open man, it's Washington. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Washington. Newton on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Throwing again on second down. Newton. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now a first down throw for Newton. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
First down, Bears.
From the red zone now, Newton. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
Brought down back at the 27.
Dig out of here, 2nd and 17. Off play action. Newton. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Sanders' kick is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's NFC Divisional Round game. And it was the Philadelphia Eagles who are moving on as they knock off the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, in our game, we're set up for a terrific second half. So to find out who will advance to the NFC title game, let's send it back out to Brandon Gott.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Working from the gun, Rodgers firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half, and now 7 on the game.
First down.
Rodgers now on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Rodgers to throw once more. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Olivier Vernon. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Elliott. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16 to 10.
16. Bears 10.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
A fumble on the play. Recovered by the Lions.
Now Aaron Rodgers and the offense heading back onto the field. How do you break down his game so far? Just the one touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. They'll start on the ground with Moss. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down at the 43. 31 yards there and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
He's got the first down. Boy, he was dynamite in the wild card game last week. He hasn't disappointed in this game either. Out of the gun, Newton. Forced out to his left. He'll run it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
On the keeper. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 21-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
He was brought down by Alexander Johnson. It's a gain of a yard. And it's
from the gun on third down. Newton being chased out left. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
First down, Bears.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
On the carry.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll try the air now with Newton. Rolling to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Williams. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Bears can grab the lead with the extra point.
Well, that's what you want to see from your quarterback when it's a goal line situation. A guy who's not afraid to tuck the ball, give his body up, and get into the end zone. That ought to inspire his entire team.
Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and good, and they take the lead by a point, 17-16. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the final piece to the puzzle was the Cam Newton touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, Rodgers looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Elliott. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? In the West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Again, it's Williams. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 3. And the Bears
from the gun. Newton. And that's incomplete.
Newton's pass.
The 3rd quarter now, at a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10.
And 10.
Throwing again. Newton. The open man is Westbrook. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Bears on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Newton, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
And it's 4th down.
Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for Chicago. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Oh, what a move. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
The Lions on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time it's 3rd and 3.
I'll tell you, as a defender, you've got to make life as difficult as possible when you're trying to cover a big tight end because you know his catch radius is huge. He's unable to pull that one in, though.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. They'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
Elliott. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Elliott, the ball carrier. Rashaan Evans on
the Lions on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. This goes to Barber, the running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Caught right side and Snead. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit.
35-yard line.
From the gun, Rodgers. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
To throw again, Rodgers. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And again, it's Rodgers. Can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved a first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Gonzalez's kick is good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th.
Bears 17.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
11 on the play. 1st down, Chicago.
Operating from the gun. Newton sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
1st down, Bears.
From the gun, Newton. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring him 2nd down.
Incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore there defensively.
Throwing again. Newton. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
And the Bears 1st down.
Operating from the gun. Newton. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sheldon Rankins in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Another try after the 1st down sack. Newton to the right side and complete to Washington.
Newton's pass.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10 yards. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and 2, Newton. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 20.
To throw again. Newton, he'll buy some time right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Newton to throw. And that's complete to Zach Moss out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the 1st.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point, or in this case, a field goal.
Yeah, this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
To try again after the sack. Rodgers, they'll set up the screen to Elliott.
Rodgers pass.
Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now they go screen, it's complete. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Newton gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. That catch good for only a couple. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Newton. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Here's Johnny Hekker now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Pretty move. Upon a 46, a return of 5. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
21-yard line.
So Aaron Rodgers and his offense down by 1. Just over 1:40 to play. They've got the crowd behind them, and they need only a field goal to survive and advance in these playoffs. This pass into the arms of Snead, and he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Rodgers in control as he hurries his guys to the line. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. That's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop any like that. Second down.
Jarvis Landry, incomplete. It's second down and 10.
Back to throw. Open man is Howard, the tight end. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Able to get away. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. He's going to let it fly. Pressure there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12.
Tonight's
And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you've got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and win the Super Bowl. That's a pretty darn good season.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Detroit.